It's former President Thabo Mbeki's second day in the Free State as he heads the ANC renewal program. Our senior politics reporter, Samkele Maseko, is there for us. A very good afternoon to you, Samkele. Still in the Free State for us. It's day two of the renewal gathering, or what's been called the renewal gathering. All right, we have the wrong person with us here. That is, of course, Dr. Samkele Breakfast, but we'll be chatting to him later on. Samkele, you're there with us at this time. A very good afternoon to you. All right, day two of the renewal gathering. Thabo Mbeki, I believe the former President Thabo Mbeki has, I believe, concluded his address today. And what can you tell us of what came out of this particular address?
Well, indeed, the former president of the ANC speaking and opening the session this morning, essentially saying that the ANC needs an entire audit of its membership to see who are these people who've become members of the African National Congress, going on to say that about 70% of the ANC membership is the wrong people whom are doing wrong things within the party, going to the various violent incidences that are happening in branches of the ANC, just as you see the violent incidents that have taken place in the province of Mpumalanga, that have taken place in the Eastern Cape, going on to say that he was told that service delivery has been affected negatively in this province, and in particular this metro of Mangaung, saying it's the dirtiest city that has been told by people, saying that service delivery has largely collapsed in the province of the Free State province, saying that if we have a degenerated quality of membership within the ANC, it will automatically translate to bad quality of leaders whom are public representatives. But we are going to bring in Sibongile Pesani, who is the head of the ANC presidency, to further elaborate on some of these matters raised by their former president. Mr. Pesani, a mouthful was said by a former president this morning, especially on his famous quote, "Better, fewer, but better." Taking it further today to saying the entire ANC membership needs to be audited and vetted, speaking in line with the Provincial Secretary of KwaZulu-Natal, Mdumiseni Ntuli, saying that very few ANC members and leaders would be able to cross the fence in a renewed ANC and a renewed recruitment process of the governing party.
No, thank you very much, and thanks for having me. Indeed, it was quite a very informative and loaded analysis of the former president. He paraphrased also inputs that were made yesterday by some delegates, leaders of the ANC in the Free State here, who said that it is possible that about 70% of the members of the ANC may not be genuine members. The president has actually challenged the members, all of us, whether are we genuine members of the ANC. The president acknowledged the new membership system, but indicated that we need to go beyond the numbers of people that we have in the organization. We need to make sure that we have quality membership, because currently, if it is true that the ANC is dominated by people who are not genuine members of the ANC, therefore its character and its nature is changed, as indications are demonstrating itself. So it's an analysis that challenged leaders of the Free State and in the country generally on how we should renew the African National Congress. It's a tough conversation, and I think if you'd remember, President Cyril Ramaphosa has been insisting on this notion of unity and renewal. And in the context of unity and renewal, we need to have tough, genuine conversation, and this is part of those conversations.
You are part of one of the PECs of the ANC that were disbanded in 2012 when the ANC conference was here in Mangaung. Leading up to that conference, you were the provincial secretary. When you look at how the Free State over the years, in 3 successive conferences, the PEC has been disbanded due to infighting within the various factions in the province. How do you then thus unite this province when you've got another gathering in the north of this province currently in Parys, where your Secretary General is at a prayer service, the suspended SG, Ace Mahashule, and some are saying 15 years later we're seeing Thabo Mbeki in the province? What is happening?
Look, I was not part of a PC that was disbanded in 2012. The term of office of the PC that I was part of ended in May. So I was not re-elected. So Then a new PC was brought in, and in December it was disbanded. Indeed, but I've been part of the province from region, so I have a fair sense of the challenges that bedevil the province of the Free State, as I was born in here. We need to liberate ourselves as Free Staters from the claws of factionalism, from the claws of personality cult. And I think the process kick-started by former Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe to ensure that various perspectives or groupings, if you like, they come together and build and rebuild the ANC. It's a good start. And the fact that the very same IPC has gone further to invite one of our stalwarts, former President Mbeki, to come here and enrich the initiatives that have been started, shows that in earnest, the Free State, with all its deep-seated problems and challenges, takes the issue of renewal quite seriously. So we're on course. It's not easy, I must admit and concede. It's not easy because sometimes we slide back into what we know. And I believe that with commitment, political willingness and political finesse, the Free State will champion the cause of renewal and we can remain exemplary.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sibongile Pesani. That is Mr. Sibongile Pesani, who is the head of the ANC presidency, speaking about the personality cults that have bedeviled this province of the Free State province, saying that they need to break away from them as they listened to their former president this morning. That is Thabo Mbeki, who is going to close this particular session in an open session tomorrow afternoon.